Namaste and welcome to our daily news special. The Case, a show created by our producers, formed by two teams, black aprons and white aprons, on a competition of cooking the best Indian dish. We will have a jury made up of 3 people who will judge whoever makes the best and or most original Indian dish. So, to my left, we have our contestants already putting in hard work in preparing all those delicious dishes for us. So, why don't we have a look at that?
We will win this battle.
Because our passion is cooking.
We will win, because our food is better.
Now we can see our contestants already prepared some Indian dishes for us. So let's go and check it out. So let's check it out, what I prepared for us today. Have a closer look. Looking good already. I see some vegetarian stuff. Let's have a look at those fresh ingredients. Okay, first tears. That's okay. Getting emotional while cooking.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Depression.
Yeah. Wait.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
Well, I soaked the onion and the garlic, and then I will add the vegetables.
So, what's your next step gonna be? What are you doing next?
I will add the vegetables.
Oh, that sounds good. Alright. So, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay, very promising words from our contestant in the white apron. So, what exactly are you trying to create here?
English dish.
Oh, an Indian dish.
With yogurt and chicken, but
Yogurt and chicken. Okay.
I'm not sure if I doing it right, but I will try my best.
Oh, okay. That sounded very convincing. So.
I expect that the meals will taste good, so that means not plain or too spicy. What the cooker have planned for their meals, and it should be a round meal and well planned. And I'm really excited to taste it, but I hope I will not die from it.
I expect two delicious dishes or meals, but I guess that the team, the white team, are the winner of the battle, because they use meat. I love meat.
I'm basically interested to see what different kind of dishes the Indian kitchen has to offer. So yeah, I mean, as already previously perhaps discussed it, we have the 2 different teams who compete against each other, and well, I don't exactly have any expectations. I mean, I want to be kind of surprised by both of them, and maybe they can bring their own flair into the dishes or into the meals, or they can basically or maybe make something great. I mean, I want to be surprised. So basically, I have no expectation, and perhaps I don't know who may win, but who knows? Yeah. So best luck to both of these teams, and good luck.
Alright, so I just watched you let your dough rest for 30 minutes. So what's your next step gonna look like?
Yeah, now I focus on the chicken, and I prepared it already 12 hours ago.
Oh.
So all the flavors can soak into the chicken and it will just taste great.
Alright, now back to Team White Apron. So, what do y'all have prepared for us today?
Well, we will make some chicken tikka masala. I don't know how it's pronounced right, but it's a great dish and it's very typical for Indian food. My teammate roasts the chicken right now. Yeah, it will be great.
We will give our best.
So alright, we got some chicken over here and something with dough and vegetables going on over there. So, pretty interested in what's gonna come out of it.
3, 2, 1. Woo! Happy New Year! Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is
Well, Team Black starts with an appetizer. It's called momos. Enjoy.
So as I can see, the team with the black aprons has made up their dish of 3 different dishes, so that should be the first one, so go ahead and enjoy it. Right, let's see. Contestants seem to be very hungry.
I miss the meat.
Oh, I see, okay.
It tastes not bad,
But not actually good either, I guess.
I missed something. So,
Oh, you're missing something.
yeah,
That's interesting.
the pepper.
Oh, so you're missing the spice, the little extra.
I think overall it's a good meal, but I think the filling could have been a little bit more.
A little more stuffing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Let me intercept you right there.
Yeah.
So, what's your strategy with the rice?
I have no clue, but I will try to make my best out of it.
Okay, so he's trying his best. Kind of looks like someone. Oh. Well, okay.
Chicken masala is basically spiced curry chicken, and it usually has a creamy orange sauce, but our sauce is kind of red and not orange. At least the chicken is orange, and it comes out of the Punjab region of India. We have the rice here, then is the
Chicken masala.
chicken masala with the sauce, and we've added some spices and onions on the side, but you shouldn't eat it because it would be disgusting if you eat this. You only eat some parts.
And now we're about to enjoy the first and only dish of Group White Apron. So, get excited, guys! Yeah, looking good so far. Alright, so now that the jury is reviewing your food, how do you feel?
I don't feel very good because he fucked up the rice.
A little bit skeptical.
It's
I would
not
say.
that great.
But
It's still hard.
I think the chicken is good.
Alright, so we got a pessimist and we got an optimist. I think they're a good mix, so.
The meal is good, but the rice is a little bit too hard, but it's not a problem. The sauce is delicious, very good spicy taste, and the chicken is well done, so at all the meal is delicious, very good. I like it.
Are you convinced?
I think we need a little bit more chili.
Oh, for spice?
Yeah. But it's very creamy and
It looks pretty good. I mean, doesn't that look like Indian curry?
it already tastes very good, but it's
Missing something.
but we don't have chili, so I don't think that.
Oh, so you're limited in your abilities, so
Yeah.
you're trying to make the best of it. Thank you very much. Right, so I was sent out here from the kitchen with some bread, I guess. So go ahead and enjoy. I think you have to split it up though, because from what I've seen, the meal is pretty just huge on plate. So you might have a side dish or bread with it. Okay, you can see they're using different tactics. The one without bread, the one with bread, and then the one without bread. So you got all very convinced, sir. What do you think?
The chicken is good, but I doesn't know what is around of the chicken. It tastes
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah, let me say interesting.
Tastes really good. Really good.
Oh, so you're convinced?
Yeah.
It was perfectly. It had the perfect amount of spice and taste, and it wasn't too. It wasn't too tough to eat. So yeah, it's not. And the bread, I thought was also okay. It was an interesting taste between pancakes and bread itself. So that was actually very interesting. So yeah, overall, so far I like this dish.
Oh, that's great. So a round-up meal with a perfectly tender chicken, as far as I can tell by the judges. Alright, so now you're preparing your last dish. Hope you're
Yeah.
gonna get the judges with that.
This is kher, a rice pudding, typically from India.
Interesting.
With cinnamon. Oh my god, I love cinnamon.
That's great. Looks a bit like milk rice.
Yeah. So, this is kher. Typical rice pudding. I hope you like it.
You guys ready for dessert?
Yeah.
Great! Gonna practice that a little bit. Be better next time. Alright, so since you haven't been talking, I guess the food is good.
It's sort of like the German Milchreis, but I mean it has a lot. But it has a different content. Basically, you realize the rice is a bit is hairy in here, and you realize it more unless in the German Milchreis, where it was basically the rice was a lot smoother. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just something I noticed.
Yeah, I think they made a good dessert.
Right, and so while the judges are still reviewing the dishes, there's a heavy debate going on in the kitchen. I see. Alright, so what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about our process, our dishes, and well, yeah,
Alright,
how
so,
everything was going, and
alright, so just between us two, what do you think of the other team?
well,
Did they do a good job?
I think they did their best, but I think also
They will lose.
we are better. So
I would say their best wasn't good enough.
yeah,
That's what she
did you saw their onions? I mean, they were totally misshaped.
Yeah.
What do you think of the other team's dishes?
I think
You see them as
the
competitors?
first was not that good, I guess. I hear it from the jury, but I guess the second and the last was good, so Well, I don't know. I should
Okay.
think about it.
So still undecided on the team. What do you think of the other team?
Yeah,
Did they try hard enough?
They did try hard enough, and I think the dessert was very good. I mean,
Oh, so
I didn't taste, but from what the jury said, it was very delicious. And
Okay.
I think
Do you want some?
I think our was bad compared to their food.
Oh, so judging by the intel they got from the jury, they think they did bad, but we don't know yet for sure. So let's check with the jury. So now the jury's had some thinking time, and I hope some opinions will form. So, are you ready to review the dishes to the cooks?
Yes.
Yes.
We're ready.
All right.
They are.
Thumbs up from the jury. So let's get them out here. Alright, so now that we got the cooks right in front of us, judges, what do you want to tell them?
With which team we want to start?
Um,
Black or white?
I would
We
say.
start with black, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about your first dish. Your first dish were basically these little things with the filling of with the vegetable filling. Overall, it was a good dish, but the only problem I had was, as I previously already explained, was that it could have used a bit more filling. It was overall a good idea and a good dish, but it could have used a bit more time.
Okay, yeah, now your main dish. We think it was a really good dish. You managed to let it taste pretty good, and the chicken was in a good combination with your curry, and also your naan bread was pretty good made. Yeah.
Your third dish was good. It was delicious, but it was not the original rice for this dish. It was, I guess, normal basmati rice, but it's not the main problem for me. I missed the sugar to the cinnamon, but it was okay.
Alright, as far as I heard, good reviews for the black aprons, so let's get over to our cooks in white.
Overall, they offered one dish, which was basically the rice with the sauce and the chicken. And I won't talk about the dish yet. Those will be my my partners will talk about them. I just have to say that the major complaint we had basically it was just one main dish, and there was no first dish or dish afterwards, and that was basically the main complaint we had. So, and now Cowboy Mohammed will talk about the meal itself.
Okay, yeah, one of our critical points was that the rice wasn't this good. It was too plain and also not well cooked. And
the meal was good, tastes good. Only the rice was a little bit too hard, but the sauce with the spice was delicious.
Alright, tough reviews for Team White, but also some compliments, so we don't know for sure yet who won the prize. So judges, have you made a decision yet?
Yeah.
Alright, so let me check with the judges. Alright. And the winner of our daily episode of The Case is Team Black!
It's okay. It's okay.
You tried your best. You tried your best. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Any words to the judges? To your family?
I'm just very glad that everything is over and
One of the cooks in the white apron just completely lost his shit, throwing things all over the place, so we might have to get security in here, because the losers don't seem to be good losers. Alright, now we seem to have some sort of aggression going on with the winners on one side. And that's it from our show for today. Back to the studio. Thank you very much.
What if one day you just woke up and you forgot who you were and where you came from? And once you realized where you are, you're not there anymore. And you're not alone.
Where are you?
What would you do? Would you find home?
This is Aryan, and he, like around 70% of the Indian population, can't read. Look, there's a warning sign. You shouldn't go ahead there. Oh no, he couldn't read the sign and now he's lost. How is he going to find his way out of this now? Now he reached the end of the forest. Will he take the right path? Now's the time. Learn to read before it's too late. Come to India now and visit some of the most breathtaking sights in the world. For example, go to Havelock Island and take a deep dive with the fish. Get stunned by the art and architecture found in Ranakpur Temple, with its 1445 unique pillars, each one worshipping a different deity. Enjoy a cup of Darjeeling in the like-named famous tea region, complete with beautiful scenery. It's the perfect place to relax and let go of your worries. At the Ellora Caves, cave art is being redefined. With its 100 caves, it's one of the biggest monastery temple complexes in the world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8 p.m. and welcome to the Delhi News. Today we will inform you about the following topics: air pollution in Delhi, the famous Sadhu Baba Amar Bharati, and Miss World 2017. New Delhi is affected by heavy air pollution. The value rose up to a total of 600 points. Everything over 100 points is considered to be harmful, and the normal scale for air pollution ends at 500 points. So in New Delhi, the air pollution has reached a value of 500 points above the normal scale. It is said that spending one day in New Delhi is as harmful as smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. The main reasons for these shocking values are missing filters in coal-fired power stations and that all the farmers are burning down their fields. The famous Sadhu Baba Amar Bharati, who holds up his arm as a kind of asceticism, has passed his 40th year holding up his right arm. His hand is unusable and he has lost the ability to put his arm down. From the medical view, it should be impossible to hold up an arm for such a time because it would cause blood clots which would cause a heart attack, especially in the long time of 40 years. This year's Miss World, the prettiest woman of the world, comes from India. At November the 18th, Manchuri Shila was elected in Sanya, China, for the Miss World 2017. The 20-year-old medical student comes from Haranya and is the first Miss World from India since 17 years. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now. The next daily news you will see at midnight. Now you will see the weather report. Goodbye. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As always, all over India it is very hot.